This story comes to us from rollcall.com. Roll call! Rest in peace, R. Lee Ermey. R. Lee Ermey used to have a show called Roll Call. That's right. He was the guy from Full Metal Jacket. Your name's Private Joker! That guy. Anyway, I digress. I just thought of that when I saw Roll Call. I thought of R. Lee Ermey. That's what veterans do. We think of each other. Moving on, Representative Ronny Jackson of Texas hurled obscenities at police and threatened to report them to the governor after he was brought to the ground by officers during an argument outside a rodeo. The July 29th incident in White Deer, a small town near Amarillo. Amarillo by morning, headed to White Deer. Look at Ronny Jackson. Could that be effects of beer? I need to go back and rewrite that one. I digress. Yes, if you're new to this channel, you're going to be like, this guy's different. The July 29th incident in White Deer, a small town near Amarillo, began when Jackson, a former White House physician, approached a teenager who was having seizures near the rodeo stage. Body camera video provided by Texas Department of Public Safety, that's kind of like in California they would be called the CHP, that's the state troopers, shows several officers bringing the Republican congressman to the ground and putting him in handcuffs before helping him to his feet after the teen was taken away on a stretcher by emergency medical personnel. Now, much of the time in the video lacks audio, but one point Jackson can be heard arguing with a state trooper while jabbing his finger in the air.
I'm an ER doctor. Okay, I'm glad you're an ER doctor, but you're not EMS and you're not emergency services. Dude, I went to 4 years of medical school and 4 years of residency. I'm trying to tell you, when somebody tells you to get back, you get back. Nobody told me to get back. I did. I had to tell you twice. I had to raise my voice the second. I said, get back. Nobody listens. I'm going to call the governor tomorrow.
The trooper said Jackson was repeatedly told, step away so emergency medical crews could treat the teen. Now, Trooper Cade Young wrote in an email after the incident that the doctor raised his voice and would not listen to my command. I raised my voice in return and directed him to get back. The doctor then became agitated and stated he would F me up. Jackson told police he is an emergency room physician and was just trying to help in a crisis. He said, I'm going to call the governor tomorrow and I'm going to talk to him about this bleeping because this is bleeping ridiculous. You are a bleeping full-on dick, Jackson said, then told the trooper after being brought off the ground. You better recalculate, mother bleeper. Young wrote, I gave him an apology. However, I explained to him that when EMS is on scene and multiple individuals are telling you to get back, then move. I believe Ronny Jackson had been drinking due to his belligerent actions. A lady approached me shortly after who was believed was Mr. Jackson's assistant and asked for my name and badge number, to which I provided. The patient was then taken to the hospital. And it goes down from there. He does release a apology that you can read if you click the link below, where he does apologize for his language, but does not apologize for getting upset. Now, it's interesting to note here that if he was saying he's an emergency room physician, that would make him a first responder, right? Of sorts. And what I mean is, like, if you're any type of medical, a doctor, an RN, or whatever, and you see something where you go to help, I understand that you're allowed to do that. You're a first responder, and that you're supposed to stay on scene until everything's cleared. So why? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at the video. But my question is, why would they? Emergency room physician. We don't care if you're a doctor. Get out of here. We got these EMS guys. Yeah, emergency room physician, EMS. I want the doctor. But I don't know.